Hi guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be analyzing three cryptocurrencies which are Bitcoin, Binance Coin and Dogecoin. We will see where they might move over the next weeks. Please subscribe to our channel if you want us to keep releasing technical analysis for free, while if you want to receive our real-time alerts and our newsletter and also get the access to our proprietary indicators, then you might want to join our growing community on Patreon. You will find the link in the description field. Let's start with Bitcoin against US dollar. As we can see here, we have a daily chart, which means every candle is daily one. So in the upper section, we see the price action, while beneath we see the two proprietary indicators. In October 2020, our indicators were long with the very first indicator with the green curve above the red one, while in the second one we see the green curve above the blue one. Okay, so from actually 12,100 US dollar, we've seen Bitcoin hitting the all-time high at 42,000 US dollar. From there, I've been warning my patrons about a possible retrace, which actually happened. Okay, so right now we are inside a formation, inside the pattern, which is a rectangle between 40,000 US dollar and 30,000 US dollar. As you can see here on the daily chart, the two indicators are still actually right now negative, while if we switch to the weekly chart, so if we analyze the weekly cycle, we see that the two indicators are still positive. In other words, the two indicators are giving a different signal over the daily and the weekly chart. In other words, what we should be doing in such a situation is to stay aside and waiting for seeing both the two time frames indicating the same signal. In other words, we might see the green curve then crossing above the red one for the very first indicator and the green curve crossing above the blue one for the second one. And then since on a weekly chart we see that two indicators are still bullish, that will be a signal for us that we should be buying Bitcoin. So where we might buy Bitcoin, definitely we do prefer breakout strategy, so only above 40,000 US dollar with a very first target at 50,000 US dollar. In other words, I do believe that if we'll be experiencing a weekly closure, okay, above the key threshold at 40,000 US dollar, then we are definitely skyrocketing in a very fast and furious way to hit 50,000 US dollar. Right now, we prefer to stay aside, and the reason is because we are inside a rectangle. Okay, so in other words, we might have here a distribution phase or an accumulation phase. We need to understand to be patient and waiting for a clear break above 40,000 US dollar. Now, as I've been teaching you several times, once studying, once analyzing the cryptocurrencies, we do prefer the breakout strategies rather than buying on weakness. And the reason is because the crypto world, the cryptocurrencies tend to move in a strong trends. Okay, so definitely then we should be separating the cycles and the trends, and this is something which actually my robot is able to do, and my robot is able to understand both the cycle and the trend for a particular asset. Okay, my patrons have the access to the tier 2s have the access to my robot signals. Okay, so right now again for Bitcoin, we are in a waiting modality. We are in a waiting phase. We prefer to buying Bitcoin only at the break of 40,000 US dollar. Then if we will be experiencing Bitcoin going down, then the very first area from where to believe we are going to experience a retrace will be here, where we see this horizontal support at 20,000 US dollars. So in other words, if Bitcoin we will not be able to break above this area, above 40,000 US dollar, we might well, most probably we are going to see Bitcoin retesting the 20,000 US dollar. Right now, again, we are inside a horizontal movement. So let's wait and let's see if we are going to break above 40,000 US dollar. Now let's move on and let's analyze Binance Coin. Binance Coin has just broken above the horizontal key threshold at 40,000 at 40 US dollar. Sorry. with a huge increase in terms of volume, so which means we are going to hit the new target, which will be at 70 US dollar. We are going to hit 70 US dollar in a very fast and furious way. So guys, I'm definitely long because we've broken above the key threshold at 40 US dollar, from where we see a huge rectangle between 40 US dollar and this area, the support, the horizontal support area at 10 US dollar. Now, if we subtract 10 from 40, we have 30. 40 plus 30 gives us 70 US dollar as our first target for Binance coin. As always, being traders, what we like is to sell half of our position once we hit our profit target, and then we want to move our stop, okay, at the entry point. Now let's see what we might understand for Doge. So again, for Bitcoin, we are now neutral. For Binance coin, we are definitely extremely positive. 70 US dollar is our target, so it's a buy at market. For Dogecoin, it's a completely different scenario. As you can see here, we have a vertical movement with a huge reversal pinball. We see a huge reversal pinball from 0.08 US dollar till 0.022. Okay, this is something extraordinary, which is actually it's a classical case of pump and dump, which I do believe should be under some, let's say, the law somehow should intervene, because this is something which is extremely at the border of legality. Here we see a clear case of pump and dump, and so in this case, what I do suggest to my Patreon is to stay aside, not to trade this kind of movements, because what happens in this case is that actually you are just tossing the coin, because if you enter this level you might lose money. But for those ones who are eager to trade Dogecoin and to be on the buy side, then actually I would buy only at the break of the all-time high at 0.08 US dollars. So you want to see a weekly closure or a 2 daily, this is a 2 daily chart closure above 0.08 US dollar. The target in this case will be 0.14 US dollar. Again, I suggest not to trade Dogecoin, and the reason why I suggest not to trade Dogecoin is because we see an extreme volatility, and this chart is a classical pump and dump chart, which is again is at the border of the legality. So it's really up to you. I will not suggest this chart, but again, it's up to you. In this case, if you really want to trade Dogecoin, I do believe the best way is to buy at the break, so using a volatility strategy. If we break above 0.08 US dollar, we are skyrocketing in an extremely fast way till 0.14 US dollar. Okay guys, if you want to get the access to my real-time indicator, to my real-time alerts and our newsletter, then you might want to join our growing community on Patreon. Thank you guys.